What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Indescribable, aka Jerrilyn and Lynee. You know who I'm with, my bestie for the restie,
Lynee Monet, and this is the She Said It First podcast, an Urban One podcast on the Urban One Podcast Network. Hear it.
Damn, we getting into the business today. We got a special guest coming up, so I'm excited. But before we get too happy,
what's up?
You know I got to ask you, friend. What had irritated you this week?
Jerrilyn, I'm gonna be honest, it was you.
What?
You irritated me.
I do.
No. I got a bone to pick with you.
What do? I'm sorry.
Saying it. We telling
you. Apologizing. What did I do?
Let me tell y'all how these workout people, they go on Instagram and they make it look like, oh, it's so easy. Oh, you need to join my whole workout routine. Oh, da-da-da-da. So I call myself, oh, this looks like something I can do. I'm gonna go to the gym. Girl, I went to the gym. I woke up as a paraplegic the next morning.
Girl, shut up.
Why you ain't done that? You ain't say nothing about the aftermath. You ain't never say that. You said go to the gym. I did that. You ain't say nothing about the next day. Why you ain't tell me I was going to be handicapped? Girl, I was handicapped.
Friend, I'm sorry. I ain't no friend.
I'm never following behind you. Don't follow behind Jerrilyn. She's a liar and the truth ain't.
Devil is a liar. Yeah.
Jerrilyn.
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
You are the drama.
Is it me? I'm so sorry.
You're the drama.
I'm so sorry, y'all. If y'all, I don't even
tell them the truth right now. When they go to the gym, what's going to happen the next day?
I'm going to be honest. If you do it like I do it, it's going to hurt.
It's going to hurt bad, y'all.
It's going to hurt bad, especially my ab exercises. When people be like, oh, I want abs like yours. And I be like, okay, well, you got to do 20 of these, 60 of these, 40 of these. They be like,
Jerrilyn, I understand why people skip leg day. Never again. I'm never doing leg day. My arms going to be big as hell. And my legs going to be little.
Looking like Larry the Lobster from SpongeBob.
Jerrilyn, that was terrible, girl. Okay,
well, we're gonna come up with some less strenuous exercises.
Please.
I'm
beginner friendly.
I want to offer my heartfelt apology. I'm so sorry for misleading you, friend. That was never my intention.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I accept your apology.
Okay.
Now, what irritated you? What happened?
Baby, it's always these men. I don't have a lot of issues in my life. Money good. Health is fine, skin clearing up. You know, I eat every day, bills paid, got healthy relationships with my family. But these men, though.
Oh, my God.
I'm not understanding. It is irritating for somebody to beg for your time just to waste it. Like, what are we doing?
Girl.
What are we doing? I had a dude. Now, see, I had an event this past weekend. Mm-hmm. It was really fun. Sponsored by Greenwood Whiskey. And nice. I invited this guy who called himself interested in dating me. I said, okay, we'll go ahead and pull up. So the event from like 4 to 9, 4 to 10, something like that. You can pull up whenever. It was football centered. So, you know, you got at least 3-4 hours.
I did see that. Mm-hmm.
So I get there at 4. He said he took a nap. He didn't wake up till 4:30. I said, oh, okay. Well, I'm going to start moving around or whatever. You know, I'll hit you up later. Mm-hmm. I think, you know, I have no reason to believe that he's not coming.
Yeah. Because he reached out.
I didn't invite him. He asked, could he come?
Girl.
So that's problem number 1. And so I was just like, well, if you weren't going to come, why you know, like, what's the problem? Then he got an attitude, child. I said, listen, we're good. You're not about to make me feel like I'm bothering you. I'm out of here. And so that's my irritation is people just don't ask for my time if you know you're not intentional about spending it in a quality way. Agreed. Like that just, I feel like that was just some BS. And so it kind of irritated me this week. But
I feel that.
And then he got mad. He was like, well, why you block me? Well, you obviously don't want nothing.
Thank you. You want nothing. You want absolutely nothing. You want more of my time to waste. Absolutely not.
I don't have it. I'm fresh out.
Okay.
Listen, speaking of being fresh out, baby, I need you to ask me what happened, child.
Girl, what happened?
You know our friend Belle Khalees is in the news again.
Belle Khalees.
Baby, Cardi B has had enough of Offset's antics, okay? They going back and forth on Al Gore's internet, child. arguing about who got the last lick. So Offset been cheating. Offset been cheating forever.
A serial cheater.
Since the relationship's inception. So she went on live and she had a few things to get off her chest. Now, Offset is in the comments, taking shots or whatever, said that Cardi cheated as well. And one of the main questions that I saw on social media is, because it was said that she had sex with someone else while she was pregnant with Offset's baby. And people are saying, how dare she do this? And my response is the same way Offset did it. You got a baby.
Thank you.
And
you cheating. Yeah.
Equality.
Yeah, thank you. Exactly. I never understood how somebody you cheat on somebody repetitively.
Back to back.
And then they cheat on you and you are literally
another one.
You literally cannot take it. You
slide
can't take
down the wall.
Like, girl, I don't care. I think it's time for Offset to get a taste of his own medicine. Now, don't get me wrong. They both are. This is ridiculous. We are at the circus. Okay, we're at the circus. We're watching the Ringling Brothers. Okay, this might be the Soul Circus. I have no clue. But it's just the simple fact.
Soul Circus.
I'm like, this ain't got nothing to do with the Ringling Brothers. This got everything to do with the Soul Circus. But I think I'm happy to hear her kind of stand up for herself. Now, I know a lot of people are saying she got online, she always do this. But the fact of the matter is like, this time it feels like she's serious. I don't know why. Because she 3 kids in and it keep happening. It feels different. I don't know if it is. I don't know if she's going to be with them tomorrow. Ain't none of my business. But what I do know is when a woman's fed up, okay, it ain't nothing
you can do about it.
You hear me? She is tired.
I really personally just wish she would have got fed up before the kids. Because there's not, and I'm willing to die on this hill by myself. I ain't met a man in my life I'm willing to risk death during childbirth for. Like, not a single one. And I get it, things happen all the time. Well, this wasn't planned. And he turned out to be a monster after the fact. And I hear you. I hear all of it. Mm-hmm. But girl, this man was cheating on you before the children.
Yeah, he was. And
he's shown you all along that he is not the man for you. If a man don't love you, if a man don't like you, why would you give him children? You think he gonna genuinely like them? And I don't know why people tend to think like, I refuse to believe that you can dislike a woman and then love your child. I don't think you can do those things. And I say this because if you genuinely wanted what was best for your child, wouldn't you care for their mother a lot differently? And to me, they just one and the same. Like if you care, and if you don't, stop laying down with people because that's always an option.
Please. And this lets you know that it was a trap because he wrote and was like, you my baby mother, I won. Right. He literally trapped you into having these kids. Because anybody who would say that lets me know they always had like alternative motives, regardless. Like it doesn't even matter. He wanted you to get pregnant. He wanted you to be stuck with him. He wanted you to not be able to move around the way you could if you were single with no kids. His intention was to get you pregnant as many times as he could. So even if he do mess up, you still associated and stuck with this nigga. Yeah. That make my stomach hurt. The thought of that makes my stomach hurt.
And let's talk about the men who seemingly deem women less valuable once they have children, because that's a thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a thing. That's why he made that comment. He feels like ain't nobody else gonna want you, or I'm the best you're gonna be able to do. You know how our mothers used to tell us, baby, a baby ain't gonna keep a man. Guess what? No. It won't keep me either.
Jerrilyn said, not me either.
If I ever, thank God I'm 35 with no children and I'm not stuck to an idiot for the rest of my life. But I can promise you, if I ever have a child, and it look like if it look like the ship is sinking,
girl, I'm jumping. Me and my baby, we jumping ship immediately. I can't do it, baby. I can't do it. But Cardi,
a lifetime of trauma. This is embarrassing, among other things. I'm sure that the kids are probably torn, and like I understand things happen. People get married and they divorce and all these things. But the children are suffering the most. Imagine going to school. Let's just say these kids grow up, second grade, somebody find out who they are. Because these kids are little demons these days. Now they up in there showing the classroom, your mama tweets. Your daddy tweets calling your mama out her name and disrespecting each other and all this stuff. And I just feel like it's like, I really would love to be taken out of the group chat.
Yeah, I'm so nosy, friend. I be wanting to know though.
I can't.
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't
be wanting to
know.
I'm so nosy. I'm so nosy. I can't help it. It's in my DNA. I be wanting to know. Tell me, girl. I be glued. What happened? What do you do? What they say?
Like I be like, Lord, I don't have the bandwidth to look at somebody else's trauma today. I'm trying to fix my own stuff.
That's facts. My life is just not that chaotic though.
That's what I'm saying. But that's like it's
wow.
enough going on. It ain't even got to be chaos. I just feel like it's enough going on for me to not be like, okay, let's keep up with this today. But I mean, just all jokes aside, if they gonna keep putting it on the internet, it ain't too long we can stay out of it. Because even if I'm not following Offset or Cardi or anybody related to them, like somebody on my timeline is posted about it or some other blog site has picked it up. And it's just like, y'all stop telling us. Like, I don't want to know.
I be one of those.
No.
I would like to be kept. Keep me in your close friends.
Now see, when that girl call you and ask you, can she stay at your house? Don't say nothing. Because all the kids is coming too. That's what happens when you do business. They gonna lay on you. They gonna come and get you, friend.
No.
But I mean, hopefully, I really pray that they can work it out and at least be safe for the children.
Okay.
I didn't say stay together.
No. Okay.
I didn't say stay together. They definitely need to break up.
You're right.
But
Co-parent.
I mean, hopefully they'll be able to get it together for the kids because it is really just embarrassing at this point.
It is.
And the kids really should be the number one priority. Speaking of parenting gone left,
what happened?
Your boy BOOSIEBADAZZ, that's me, back in the news again for something crazy. Now he has since issued an apology. But
really?
He did.
I missed that part. Okay.
He did. He posted that, he was sorry. He didn't want it to, he misspoke is basically what he said. But when he did his his interview, he basically said that he has a daughter who's a lesbian and she's not welcome at the house with her girlfriend because he doesn't want to contaminate his other children. These were Boosie's words. Now, I'm just like, bring back media training because
and PR. Because we'll see.
The way y'all don't know how to give a decent interview and shut the hell up to save your lives is insanity to me because there have been many times I've been asked questions about communities, causes, rallies, events. It don't matter. And I will sit there with a straight face and say, well, I just don't think I have enough information about that topic to give an educated opinion.
Absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Literally said that. His daughter was like, I understand your feelings. I get your sentiments. But what's wrong with saying, my daughter know how I feel about that, but that's between me and you. Next question.
Yeah.
Hello. But to just start yelling
people be feeling entitled to share their opinions. And I think when people have platforms like this, they think it's their obligation to tell people where they stand. When in actuality, you can just shut up.
You can, because it is an option. Okay? It's an option. It's definitely an option. So this is concerning that you felt like you needed to go that hard. And I understand Boosie. We know Boosie talks with his chest all the time. Right. That's just how he is. And maybe you feel like you didn't mean no harm. But when it comes to your daughter, when I tell you when you was locked up, she was riding for you. She was riding for you. She loved her father. So when it comes to your kids or someone who loves you that much, I feel like you should be selective with your words. You need to think in that moment or not say anything like you said. Also, how do you know? And I'm just throwing this out here, Jerrilyn. So correct me if I'm wrong. You be having grown women over there at the house, butt naked, strippers having sex with your minor kids. 2 women kissing in the backseat is in your song. What have you exposed her to? And she admires you. How you know she don't want to like women like her daddy love women? I mean, what we talking about? Let's really talk about who may have contaminated, since that's the word we're using. Let's talk about who may have been contaminating her at a young age. Let's be real.
That's a very fair argument. That is a very fair argument. If you think that the exposure to something can cause the contamination in that way, I know for a fact that it is not a choice. But it's just disheartening because Boosie is such a hypocritical person. And I genuinely feel bad for the children a lot of times because when it comes to, and this is another reason why I ain't got no kids, okay? Because when it comes to parenting, this girl her words now, she got on Instagram and she said, listen, you always make sure we got what we need. Mm-hmm. We ain't never hungry, homeless, or nothing. We always got what we need, but emotionally. And you could hear her voice breaking.
So true.
One thing I know about having a really strong relationship with my actual biological father is that we need our daddies. Mm-hmm. Boosie has been so consumed with being a rap superstar, if we can call him that, that he forgot.
Try to hold it. I'm trying to hold it. Jerrilyn, you get on my nerves. Listen, I'll try to hold that in.
He forgot to be a daddy.
That part.
And so I would love for this conversation to be about men becoming emotionally available, not just to their children and their partners, but to themselves. Allow yourself to feel things without lashing out, because it seems like the only thing they know how to express is anger. I'm not going to be no punching bag. And I really want people to see this as a learning experience. The girl, first of all, he brought her here. Okay?
Yes, he did.
He brought her here. She is his responsibility, and he is accountable for what she learns and how she learns it. So if your job is to be her dad and make sure she has what she needs, why you not if you feel like her being gay is such a problem, why did you have a reflective experience and say, well, what did I do wrong if that's the case?
Come on.
He never once thought about that. And so it's easy to point the finger and tell people what they should and shouldn't do. But at the end of the day, your baby needs you. I can't see myself.
She is hurting.
Yes. I can't see myself discarding my child because of a sexual preference or orientation or anything like that. I can't see it because I've known too many people who felt just discarded like that. And I would never want somebody to feel like that. So I'm like, how can you be okay constantly doing it?
Absolutely. And you know what else, Jerrilyn? I want people to stop weaponizing the Bible. Stop.
That too.
Stop weaponizing the Bible.
Especially when you don't live by those principles in the day-to-day.
Not even a little bit, though. Like, you don't even live by the Bible at all. Like, your whole lifestyle, nothing reflects.
Mr. Premarital sex.
Come on, having kids by everybody, dating
Mr. Drug use.
Young woman. Okay, selling drugs to the community. Like, it's just so much that you've done, and not once was Jesus in that, okay?
Right.
But the minute that it comes to your daughter and her sexuality, you are ready to throw the Bible at her. That's crazy to me. Stop weaponizing the Bible. That's all I ask. Just stop doing it, because it just makes you look crazy, because now people are looking for you to be a representation of what you're saying. You're saying this is what you believe. This is you Baptist, you this, you that. I want to see that show up in your everyday life. I can't find it. I literally can't find it. I can't even find it in your speech when you're talking about your daughter. It doesn't even show up.
And you know what? You won't find proper grammar either in his speech. So I'm sorry, I had to say that. Because you're running right here. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Go on, friend. Go on. We got to.
Let's talk about how a lot of Christians feel like homosexuality is going to send people to a VIP section of hell, as if adultery is not wrong.
Name them.
Mistreating your children, because the Bible talks about that as well. It says not to provoke your child to anger. A lot of y'all ain't reading y'all word. And if you really want to get a little tussle started, depending on how you interpret the Bible, a lot of y'all ain't supposed to be wearing mixed fabrics, eating shellfish or pork. So if we want to do that, which I never wanted to, I have my own relationship with God. And one thing I do know about the Jesus that people claim to serve is that he hung out with the prostitutes, the murderers, the adulterers. Anybody who had sinned was not turned away because of their sin. If you think homosexuality is going to send you to hell, then I suggest you pick your Bible back up and try to read it again from start to finish.
And get in that word.
Get in your word.
Get in that word.
Go see the lady.
Yeah.
Go see the lady.
After you go see the lady. For real. You better preach. Girl, that was it.
I was born into a very Christian family. I was raised Baptist, and my dad is a minister. So when I see people using the Bible a certain type of way, I just be wanting to say, God ain't even say all that.
That part.
God ain't even say all that. So like you said, weaponizing the Bible, especially toward a child, like, come on, man. At the end of the day, is you trying to see me for Thanksgiving or what?
Or
because
what?
You ain't like, Life is too short to be playing these games with people. People are checking up out of here left and right. I'm not going to do that with my folks. We're going to have a conversation and we're going to figure this out and we're going to move in love. And that's so my intention is always love.
What happened to moving in love, Jerrilyn? Move in love.
They don't want to
move in love. Y'all so hypocritical and y'all just so judgmental. And it is the Christian and Baptist community. It's y'all are the most judgmental people. For y'all to be walking like God, talking like God, and moving in the right direction, y'all are the most hypocritical and judgmental people. Do better. Do better.
Please.
That's it.
Please
do better. And Boosie, I'm not talking to you because to be honest, you ain't walking on talking like God. I don't know what you got going on. I ain't talking to you.
Baby, Boosie said, I'm not interested in me being corrected for my wrongs. He said, I'm worried about what everybody else is doing. And unfortunately, that is a lot of people's mindset. And listen, and I think that, you know what, to just a full circle moment, I think that's why I disengage from a lot of that gossip content. Because at the end of the day, I got to get me right. And so, like, listening to stuff like this, it's just heartbreaking. This man is ruining a relationship with his daughter over her
his number one fan.
And what if she decided, I don't really like the way you rap about women and objectifying them? What if she said that? Well, I'm grown, I can do what I want. Exactly. So, pot, meat, kettle.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
I hope she's tuning in. Because I became a fan. I became a fan because she was so well spoken, even being upset.
Yes.
She still gave props about him being a great dad. And, but she was like, she was just, I'm inspired by her because obviously her sexuality has nothing to do with her mental and her knowledge and her intelligence. She seemed like a really good young lady. And
her emotional IQ. She was able to articulate herself even through her disappointment. I think that's what it was. She was very disappointed in her father because that was her first hero. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, that's how you feel about me? So I can understand that. I hope that they can find some grace and forgiveness within each other. And, hopefully we won't see stuff like this no more. Hopefully we can see them like having Christmas ham together.
It would be nice.
Opening
a little
presents.
hot cocoa under the tree or something.
Matching pajamas.
A family photo.
I would love to see it. I would love to see it. But you know what? I didn't expect to see in 2024? What? That was not on my bingo card.
What?
A Chris Brown documentary on the ID channel. Have you heard? Yes. Come on. Baby. The way Chris Brown will never know peace. He will never know peace. This man could go on 17 tours, drop 9 albums, feed 200,000 children, and donate 1 million bicycles at the holiday time.
Off that net. They not
finna let off of them. So we all know about the situation with Rihanna in 2009. Child, I was still in college, and I remember the image that they showed of Rihanna's face. They were both essentially a lot younger. Chris still being a kid or whatever. And then we heard about Carucci, pressing charges and filing a restraining order. Now, the documentary is saying that there are multiple women, that were harmed by Chris Brown and even sexually assaulted. So now that we're seeing this kind of what I call it a fall from grace. We're seeing so many powerful men back to back to back. So where money and power is just not enough anymore. So we're doing all of these surviving documentaries. Girl, I just got one question.
What?
Who's next? Go.
I hope it's Trey Songz.
Get him up out of here.
Because I keep forgetting about that one. And because he think he's just going to hibernate and ain't nobody going to remember. And I keep forgetting about Trey Songz. I hope it's Trey Songz next. Because we can talk about him.
The way, I don't know if he's refusing to drop music or what, but the way we ain't seen or heard about Trey Songz. And that was his little dog, wasn't it? When Chris Brown first came out, they was real close because they both from Virginia. Yeah. And so I just remember seeing, of course, the Keke Palmer interview on Wendy Williams about, Trey Songz being inappropriate, at a party. And she was basically saying she had locked herself in the closet. She was hiding and stuff.
Yes.
And I'm like, imagine the fear that this girl had to go through. So I'm really like, this is one of those things. I'll watch a documentary. I don't want to see nobody cussing each other out on Instagram. But I'll sit back and watch a documentary because the way I was tuned in that 3-part R. Kelly series.
Girl, I still need to watch the rest. Girl, I forgot. You did tell me it was another pod. I need to
watch
the rest of it.
It was crazy. You need to go.
Jerrilyn, it's still drama. It's just a different form.
It ain't drama. It's informative.
It's still drama. Try to justify because it's a documentary. It is still drama.
If you put it on the ID channel, it's education.
Go sit there for an hour and a half listening to some gossip.
It's no. I used to tell you to write papers in college. It's not gossip if you cite your sources.
I'm done. Girl,
Baby,
just
the way.
We in the right profession. We in the right profession.
The way.
We gonna get the information.
I need it. Me personally, I need to know because I'm trying to figure out what are the signs because it's gonna be some more. Okay, so if not Trey Songz, who you think gonna be next? Because I just feel like.
Girl, the downfall of Diddy is coming. The downfall of Diddy is coming. That's gonna be 5 hours long.
It's gonna be so many other people attached to him though. Like I cannot wait to get. I can't wait to get close to like what does Jay-Z feel? And let's talk to Funsworth Bentley. And all these people that have been around Diddy for years and just ain't seen nothing.
Yeah, like what do they have to say, or would they ever say anything? But see, even if they don't say something, it was still somebody there. You don't have to tell your story because it's always witnesses. So somebody will come forth if the price is right. Okay, y'all get them numbers together, get your calculators out, and start pitching these numbers because somebody saw something. Somebody came, making the band, asked him. L'Oreal, what's her name? The one who did the Boom Cat. What's that one? Lorianne Gibson. Yeah. Like, we need, somebody was there. We need those people in the room.
Baby, if y'all need to get Shaggy, Velma, Scooby-Doo again.
Yes.
Y'all better start y'all investigative research and pull your panties together because I'm telling you, everybody has a price.
Jerrilyn, pulling your panties together in this situation.
I said pennies, Lynee. Pennies. Lynee, what is wrong with you? Why would I say pull your panties together? Explain to me quickly, Lynee. Why would I say that?
No, I thought that's what you. Yeah, I messed my makeup up because I genuinely thought that's what you said. I'm like, Jerrilyn, this is not the time.
And then here you go thinking, man, all she do is play. She can't take nothing serious.
Okay.
Not pull your panties. Well, I know which one of the segments is getting on Instagram.
No, Lord Jesus. Okay, let me pull it together.
Fix it, Lord.
But no, seriously though, y'all. Like, I think a lot of stuff. I think people we didn't know, or people we would never think is going to come forth. Like, people are going to start telling their stories because a lot of these people, you got to think they kept very like prestige images. Like, you would never think that this person would do something like that. Girl, why in the world? And I'm sorry, girl, my ADHD started acting up. Why ain't nobody saying about Stevie J? Because I know he's been up in here somewhere.
Child, no, the way. Okay, I have a theory, not a
What's
theory,
up?
but I feel like not just men, but women are about to start, like, as active abusers or accomplices or facilitators, enablers. Yes. Because, baby, you can't tell me you've been friends with Diddy for the last 30 years and you ain't seen nothing.
Come on.
You ain't seen nothing? Like, come on.
That's a fact. What? I don't want to drop no name.
I can't wait till that week in the news cycle because I just know. You know who I really, really miss?
Who?
Wendy Williams will have the internet on fire.
Wendy, we miss you. How you doing?
I miss her. Baby, we would not that. I would tune in for whatever Wendy got to say.
Yeah, I love Wendy.
I would tune in.
But that's my blood.
She was. Much love to Wendy Williams. Much love to Wendy Williams. Okay, so moving right along. Now, you know we got Sister to Sister coming up, but first, we have a very special guest in the building.
Whoop, whoop.
My girl, MiAsia Symone, at the hottest hip-hop radio station in the city of Atlanta, Hot 107.9, is going to be checking in with us. So make sure you guys keep it locked because we can't wait to interview her.
Yes!
Listen, we've been talking about this for a minute. We need some guests on the show. Like, it's given we need some more, I don't know, feminine energy. So,
come on.
I'm very excited today to have, drum roll please, Miss MiAsia Symone from Hot 107.9.
Hey y'all.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now you are on one of the hottest hip hop stations in Atlanta, girl. How does it feel to be? How does it feel?
The hottest.
Yes, the hottest. How does it feel to be like a booked baddie? Like with all, like you are an internet sensation. Like you are the face. Well, how does that feel?
Well, honestly, I mean, it's definitely, they always say it's a no overnight success is truly an overnight success. I mean, this is year 10 for me in the industry. This is year 9 in radio. So what you're seeing now is all the groundwork from being an intern, working my way up, you know, just putting in the groundwork, humbling myself. And, you know, this is, you know, there's no risk without reward, or there's no reward without risk.
Absolutely.
Amen to that. So you said you did some intern work. How did you get started in this? Like, what was your first radio spot?
So my first radio spot was, I can't really say it. I kind of get away.
What was that?
Now we got the drama already.
Yeah, but I was at a station that is no longer the station that I'm at, but it's another urban station in the market. Okay. And I started as an intern there, and I worked my way up. And it is what I can thank is that station, because that station did, even though it wasn't on a corporate level, you know, it's Black, it's independently owned. You know, I respected what they did for the culture, because there's not too many radio stations that have an internship program. So, you know, like they were able to give you that experience, that hands-on experience, to where you can touch a board, you can do a commercial, you can help the personalities with their stories, you know, and stuff like that. So it was kind of grooming me. It was a perfect internship, honestly. And then from there, I ended up leaving, and I bounced around to some other stations, and then I came back as an on-air personality there. Now I did 2 years there on air, on the night show, and I was more of a segment. But now I'm here at Hot. I'm a night show as a co-host. So it's kind of like my journey has been, you know, all over the place, but I think that it was aligned the whole entire time.
Nice. That's cool. How did you know, like, entertainment was your calling?
Right. I didn't. Honestly, I played sports my whole entire life. So I wanted to be in the WNBA. Like, I wanted to play overseas. I wanted to be the one, you know, like, I want y'all to be coming to my games, and I wanted to be like the Angel Reeses and the Caitlin Clarks and stuff like that. But God had other plans. You know, I tore my ACL. I was having knee complications. I was transferring from school to school, and I was like, okay, you know what? Since I can't play, I want to be a sports broadcaster. I want to be a sports baddie or whatever. So broadcast baddie. And that didn't work either. But entertainment kept falling in my lap. Like, people kept saying, hey, I want you to interview this rapper. I want you to interview this artist. So what I did was, I'm like, I don't have a platform. So I went and bought this mic flag, and it said MiAsia Symone Live on it. And I went out and started interviewing people. And once I did that, I started growing my own brand, and people started asking, who is this girl walking around with this microphone? You know, she does great interviews. She has great energy. And from then, I was able to grow.
Come on now. I love that you decided to do the work yourself. Like, it's always, I know, Lynee, we have this conversation all the time, trying having to start something and, you know, just getting your feet wet with it, but building something of your own, you know, from the ground up. I know that you said you're co-hosting now, and tell us a little bit about your co-host, because this seems like, even though it's something that you weren't really interested in, baby, you kind of like real comfortable here. Like, it's you.
Yeah, so Hot at Night is the name of the show. It's a new night show in the city. It's filled with energy. I had the honor of hosting it with my very good friend, Flag IDC. He was who I was on the show with when I was at the other station. And so we have a lot of history. I've known him if I've been in this industry for 10 years, I've known him for 9. You know, so we were able to just grow this thing together. We're taking it bit by bit. And yeah, it's Hot at Night. It's what I can say about it is the pave was already set. The pavement was already set when it comes to being in that slot, because we had Incognito and DJ Mrs. who were on the night show killing it. You know, they were killing it for years. And so they pretty much set the tone, and we're able to slip into that spot and just, you know, take it to the next level. So that's what we're doing now. And they actually moved to afternoons. Posted on the corner, it's now afternoons.
Nice. That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I'm here in Atlanta, so I get all the radio tunes and stuff. So I, you know, be tuned in and listening. So all of these names sound really familiar to me.
Okay.
Because you know, I've been in Atlanta for about 10 years, and so I'm listening. And I'm like, oh yeah, I know these people. But I know you
left out.
No, because friend, I'm about to tell her about the live event.
Okay.
Like I hope, because my friend Lynee, she's in DC, and so we've been doing this virtually, but we love when she comes to visit. I'm always going to DC and stuff, and so we're having a live event, and of course we would love you to be a part of it.
Please.
But just being active out in the community and stuff like that. Which brings me to ask about your community impact, because you have a nonprofit, correct?
Yes. So I have a nonprofit organization called Hands on the Future Foundation. And basically, it focuses on empowering the youth, helping them to become future leaders and confident citizens. Like, we want to be able to put these kids in position, no matter what circumstances they, have, or whatever obstacles are thrown their way. A lot of the kids that we focus on are the children of families in need. So, our goal is to provide those resources. Like, I have an annual back to school event, where last year we just had it at Dave & Buster's Marietta. We gave out 700 plus backpacks. We had over 1,000 people in attendance.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
And then I have a 12 days of Christmas event coming up where I bless 12 families. I just dress up as Mrs. Claus and I go door to door surprising people with Christmas. So like, there's a lot that we do. And then I also plan to start, like virtual mentorship programs and stuff like that, to where they feel like they have a big sister. I always want to be looked at as like the big sister, not the mother figure, not auntie. I want them to be able to come to me as, like, look at me as, man, this is a sister I never had. And so that's what my goal is with that nonprofit organization.
I have a question. So with you doing so much and amazing things, thank you so much. Cause like all the things you're talking about, how you're giving back, like you're definitely an inspiration. Do you have any advice for like young girls that's watching you, or boys, whomever, who, like you said, you didn't even know media was your stomping ground. You started off doing basketball, but you ended up here and you went full force for it. How do you have any advice for someone who really doesn't know where they want to go, but has a passion for multiple things?
I would say the being multifaceted comes from me being a Gemini. We're never satisfied. Like, we're just always like,
Lord,
are you a Gemini?
That's my sister for real. I didn't even know. My sister from another mister.
Yes.
I'm a Gemini. When is your birthday? I must know.
June 1st.
Okay, May 30th.
May 30th. We're 2 days apart. But yeah, like, I think with Geminis, we're very multifaceted and we're very multi-talented. And then what I can say about that is God gave you all these gifts for a reason. There's a reason why this strong air sign is put on this earth. You don't know who you're going to touch, but you got to make sure that there's balance within each category, because you don't want to overwork yourself and then feel all over the place and you don't complete any task. So I would say, like, for the people who are not Geminis, or the people who are not, who are just kind of like still trying to find their way, just probably take 2 things to focus on. Like, just so you're not bored. Like, okay, I have a nonprofit organization. I have radio. I have a shoe store. I have all these different things. But right now, I'm really, really focused on the radio part and my hosting. And then my nonprofit organization, I sprinkle in there because it's kind of low maintenance. It kind of takes care of itself. So I would just say focus on 2 things and then build them, grow them simultaneously. Like, in the morning, you can work on whatever it is you're working on. But then at night, I go to the radio station. So, like, just split your day in half, and that way you can watch both of your things grow at the same time.
Awesome.
That sounds amazing. Now I heard a key word. Something about a shoe store. Now your girl, closet full of kicks. Closet full. I'm talking about kicks, sandals, pumps, boots. It don't matter. I love a shoe. So I need to know, where can we find these shoes?
What's the name of
it?
The name of my shoe store is House of Hills Atlanta. It is it's my baby, my project that I started during the pandemic. It was more of like a pandemic business. And then I kind of, like, as I got back into radio, it kind of fell to the wayside a little bit. So my challenge has been getting this thing off the ground. Like, honestly, I'm just being transparent. It's not easy sitting on inventory. And like, I have shoes that are inside of a bridal shop in Covington. And, like, I have shoes here with me. I have shoes in storage. So I have so many different pair of shoes, and I just need to, like, redirect my marketing with that. So there may be a relaunch coming, and maybe I can have y'all be a part of it. Like,
yes,
I was about to say, girl, we need a brand ambassadorship.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't threaten me with no good time. Well,
because I might have a good time.
Listen. I can always find room for another pair of shoes.
For another pair of shoes.
So I have enjoyed speaking to you, but we don't want you to go just yet. In the utmost respect for your time. But girl, we got a segment called Sista to Sista, and we just want to know what you think. Do you mind hanging out with us for a minute?
Okay, I can do that. Let's go.
Okay, so in this segment, we have a segment called Sista to Sista where people can chime in. They'll leave us a voicemail on our SpeakPipe. It's speakpipe.com/she said it first. And girl, you'd be surprised some of these messages that we get. But you know, me and Lynee, we are licensed professionals. And so we give out the best, whether it's relationship, business, friendship advice. And I think we've been doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, we got our masters the other Tuesday. We got our masters.
Yeah. And so we definitely are very proud of this establishment here. So we just want to get your take. Let's listen to who we got on the line this week.
Hello, I wanted to ask a question about building relationships in your early to mid 30s, both personal and romantic relationships. We all know making new friends as an adult, whether it be your early 30s, late 20s, it's not as easy as it is when you're younger. You're not in the right setting to make friends. So I wanted to get your opinion on what advice you would give for meeting new people and going out there and meeting new people. And then, you know, as far as dating as well, you know, it's easier to meet someone and find someone to date when you have friends to go out with, when you can have good vibes and energy to bounce off of one another. So when you're going out by yourself, a lot of times it makes it a little challenging to meet men, and men are a little bit more apprehensive to approach women when they are alone, or, you know, when they seem more reserved, because obviously they're by themselves. They're not going to be as outspoken. So
okay, yeah, Jahi, because I was gonna say.
He said, "That's enough. Turn it on.
Cut it off." Okay, so MiAsia, we usually just try to give our heartfelt advice, but what you think about this, sis?
I think when it comes to meeting personal, so did she just only spoke on the personal, right?
And
relationships. Yeah.
Relationships, friendships. So men or women are obviously two different, you know, sides of the spectrum. When it comes to women, I think it's more so like when you walk in the room and you see the girl who compliments you on your dress. Oh, I like your hair, or I like your outfit, or hey, let me help you with this, or is someone sitting here? You know, I think that's how those relationships start, because it's a person that is open. Even though you don't know each other, that common courtesy leads from one thing to the next. So I think that, you know, when you walk into a room, don't walk into a room looking for the person that you're going to meet. Let that person meet you. It'll happen naturally. It could be, oh, you bumped and spilled a drink on the shirt and now y'all are best friends because she messed up your outfit. You know, it could be something like that, you know, as far as a woman goes. Now, men, it's kind of the same thing, because I really believe in the men pursuing the women. So, but as long as you are operating in your femininity, that man is going to come to you. You know, like whoever is supposed to be for you is going to be for you. And the energy's aligned. Like, I'm really big on energy. And I think with men, when you finally do get that conversation where the man is like, hey, you know, let's, like, nice to meet you. I like to get to know you. Women, we have to stop turning these men down. We have to stop saying, oh, I'm okay, or lying saying I got a man, unless they're coming at you disrespectful. I'm really big on being respectful. So even if you're not my type, even if I don't see a future with you relationship-wise, you don't know what that friendship could actually do. And naturally, you're going to be attracted to the opposite sex. So, like, if a man comes up to you and is like, hey, you know, I got this business, I want you to check it out, or you should drop by, you know, you appreciate the gesture. You don't just, I see a lot of women like, oh, I got a man, but he like, I didn't even say nothing about dating you, you know, like, because you have to get a feel of who these people are and where they should go in your life. So I think it's more so go off of the energy and then figure out where those people are going to be placed in your life and how they're going to be placed.
I think you got your associate. You don't got your master's, but you got your associate.
But that was pretty solid.
It was very solid. That was solid advice. And you know what? I really received your advice as a woman in her 30s. You know what I mean? We're still making friends, trying to figure out relationships. So I received that information wholeheartedly. I never thought about it as like, if I go somewhere and someone compliments me and just sparking a conversation. Of course I do that, but like keeping it going. I think that's always the thing. It's like, you have the conversation, you guys are engaged, and then you're like, we need to link up. And like, y'all never link up, you know? Like, like just being intentional and making sure moving the relationships forward.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't always. Yeah, it doesn't always continue. You know, like it could be a thing where you follow that. Instagram is the best situation because you could follow each other and you could sit back and watch. Like, okay, I met this person, but I'm not going to force this relationship. I'm going to see how they act on social. Like, what are the things they post? You know, like, do I like their content? Because, you know, content tells you a lot about a person too. So, you know, click follow each other, see if you like that person, and then you'll see how you can align later on down the line. But I think social media has saved us in that aspect because you're able to, you don't feel forced like, all right, I got this person's number, now I got to call them, now I got to talk to them. And then you find out they, you know, crazy or they just don't align.
So true.
That's really good advice. I was going to say, that's, you hit the nail on the head with sparking up a conversation and being intentional about continuing it, because the way I will say thank you and move on to the next thing, baby, I can't hear nothing but the compliment. Oh my God, thank you so much. And I'm, you know, because I'm in my head, I got things to do, and it's really a very self-absorbed kind of mentality. And so the fact that you're saying that is kind of like a mirror to me. Like, dang, maybe I have been missing a few not just having a man, like you said, it could be a business opportunity or just a genuine friendship that could spark other working opportunities or paid opportunities, whatever the case may be. So I think consensus is just be open to receive and allow yourself to experience whatever that may be, because everybody's now I have to say this because no, Lynee, don't do that.
Lynee,
now,
where we going with it, Jerrilyn?
now, some of these men now.
I knew it. Jerrilyn, we was supposed to let MiAsia take the lead. Take the lead on this. We said we wasn't doing that no more.
I'm tired. Because nobody. Well, that's too damn bad. You keep it.
Too damn bad.
Baby, listen, I mean, I guess it's being open to things, but also having a spirit of discernment, because I'm just not turning around for a yellow dress no more. Like, I'm not doing it.
Girl, boo.
You ain't got no business. You ain't got nothing important to tell me. You try to holler, and I'm not interested. And that, you know, listen, these dudes at the gas station, they will make you feel like Beyonce. They be the most toxic ones.
They do. Yeah, they do. I've never dated anybody from the gas station, but they always make you feel beautiful. That's one thing I can say. When it comes to the men, I think that, you know, they know automatically. Most of the time, men see you before you see them. They've already spotted you. They already peeped you out. So they're trying to figure out how to approach you. And a lot of men are not really good with approaching. So once you get past the rough part of the approaching to see exactly what it is that they want, then it makes it easier. But it be rough. It's always rough. It's a little rough. It's awkward. It's like, you know, spit it out, say what you're going to say. They're stumbling, or they may say something that's almost insulting, but they really meant to compliment you. Like, it could be rough, but you just got to like weed through it.
Child, not a backhanded compliment, child. I'm going to get one right back. I'm going to get one right back.
Hello.
It's like, look good. It's growing. I see it coming in. You're doing good with that.
Right. Your beard almost connected. You were so close.
So close.
You were so close. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope old girl listening got what she needed. I surely did. This was good for my soul.
Yes.
This was good for my soul. And so, girl, I hope you be our friend in real life. Yeah. And we are officially inviting you to our live event. It'll be later on this month. And so we would love to see you there. And of course, any opportunities you have for networking in the city, all your events, 12 days of Christmas, all hands on deck with me. And I know Lynee is the same. Whatever we can do, we'll help you. And we have just enjoyed you so much. Thank you so much for being on our show. I want you to tell our listeners how they can find you.
Well, you can follow me on all social media at MiAsia Symone. That's MiAsia and Symone with a Y on all social media platforms. And I appreciate you ladies so much for having me. And I'm more than honored to be your very first guest, because I know what it feels like to get something started and to say you're going to do it. The only advice I can give you is stick to it. Like, consistency, do exactly what you're doing now. Your energy bouncing off of each other is amazing. I could tell y'all, I don't know if y'all are real friends or not, but it feels like it. You know, so
You know, we get that a lot.
We do.
Thank
you so much. Thank you so much. Like, definitely your words of wisdom stick with me. I appreciate you. And I don't even know you, but now I do. Okay?
yeah.
Okay, we besties now. So
Yeah.
y'all heard it here on She Said It First. We're going to go ahead and get up out of here. Thank you again to MiAsia Symone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Peace. Well, unfortunately, it is time to say goodbye. So long. Farewell.
Farewell
To you, my friend. But thank you so much for tuning in with us. Make sure you tap in on speakpipe.com/She Said It First. Leave us your comments and questions and concerns, and us as licensed professionals, we're gonna answer them live on air.
Absolutely. And we're going to be here every Thursday. Okay. This is the She Said It First podcast, an Urban One podcast on the Urban One Podcast Network. So you know what you got to do? You got to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell and tune in every time we upload. And you can listen to us wherever you listen to your podcast. Okay? Sure.
Bam. We're going to see y'all next week. Bye.